GAGA. God, my camera's going blurry and non-blurry. Let's see if we can sort that out. Oh, there we go. We have R with us. Now, I haven't taken a look at the leaderboard. I very much need to. Let me load that up, and hopefully I don't get absolutely slammed with music, as I always do. Problem with having... Oh, so I thought R was losing, but looks like we've had H now. Take the rug. Let's go for take the rug rather than take the lead. We have Coin Theory, well-known name in the VEMP world, with us today. There we go. Got your mute on.
There we go. Hello, GAGA. Can you hear me?
GAGA.
How are we doing, Dom?
Is it a GR8 day?
Yeah, it is now. We're not last. And you were right. We spent the last, well, I think most of the morning in the rug zone. Let me get it up as well, actually. Without the music going up.
Did somebody do some wash trading?
I believe they did. And I believe I know who did. Friend of mine. Yeah. Well, someone in our community. That's all I can say.
Fair enough.
But if you look at like HERU E star, there's nothing in it, really.
In fact, there
really isn't.
Literally, there's 0.1 of a trillion between H and E star.
Well, when you put it like that, 0.1 trillion. But yeah, so yeah, go for it.
But in this context, that's surely got to be one buy or sell.
Surely it has, hasn't it?
You'd expect so.
It has. Well, anyway, of 1% anyway.
The market is also rugging right now.
Is it?
Yeah. So it did dip down, clipped two of my take profits, and it's gone straight back up again, which is lovely. Love it when that happens. Gives me a chance to short more. But yeah, I just shared a tweet. Not sure if you're into the markets, Mr. Coin, but the VIX is down, stocks are down, the dollar is flying, and yields are flying. It doesn't tend to happen. But yeah, Powell is speaking right now, which is exactly why. So we have him to thank. But who knows? He can give us more pumps too short.
I'm with you.
But that is my bit of macro. But it's not the show today. Got that show after this. So sticking to TRG. Who are you and who are you representing?
Yeah. So hey everyone who's listening in. I'm Coin Theory, which is coin_theory_ on Twitter. I call myself like a semi-accurate TA guy on Twitter. Post the odd call. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm always 100%, but who is? But yeah, like Dom said, I'm a bit of a VEMP fanboy, and because of that, ended up in the cult community as well. And I was chosen. Well, actually, no, I chose to lead the letter R, which is what I want everyone here to join. The R community. That's us.
What's the main group?
The main group in our... So we've got me. We've got old Vincent, Wall Street Bets, crypto chairman man. He's the other letter lead. So it's us two. And then also within our community, we've also formed, which I'll probably talk about a bit more later, is Rag DAO. So we've got old A and G as well amongst our community.
Which
the idea being, sorry, which G? Oh, not G Star. No, just because Rag Star doesn't sound right. But yeah, it's RAG. So we've got old Beefy and Stuggy as well in
all the chads.
All the chads in our community. But yeah, head over, everyone.
What's the Telegram link?
Great question. I don't know off by now. Let me get it up.
Fair enough.
Hang on.
Whilst you look for that, if you are capable of multitasking,
I'm on it.
then how did you get into crypto?
Yeah, so back in 2017, 2018, I did a few ski seasons and worked abroad, and there was this guy I was on a season with. I only met for a few weeks, but he kept shilling me this Bitcoin thing on Coinbase that had made him hundreds and hundreds of pounds overnight, and also Litecoin. And I was like, yeah, the classic. And he kept telling me to download Coinbase because honestly, Bitcoin was going to go to 1 million. And I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty cheap right now. So you don't really earn much doing seasons, but I put in like £100. But I think looking back, I timed the top to a T. And
2017 top, was it?
Yeah, I must have done because I distinctly remember it going down and then down. I don't think I was ever in profit from that £100. But anyway, so it was sitting in this Coinbase account for ages. And I do remember vividly checking it maybe halfway, maybe like 2 or 3 years after that, and looking at it and it just being maybe worth like £30, £20 or something, not much. Anyway, cut to 2020, and a mate of mine kept mentioning about this Bitcoin halving and altcoins, and I should get involved. And I genuinely remember telling him, stay away from Bitcoin, you'll lose all your money. I distinctly remember telling him that. And then what happened then? Then he told me, no, you've got to proper research the tech and everything, research about it. I was like, actually, I'm pretty sure I did something in crypto. So then I went back into this Coinbase account, and I started like £500 worth of Bitcoin in there. I was like, hang on, this is a thing. This does change in value and goes up apparently. So I'm pretty sure that second I then cashed it out, £500.
You immediately cheated your bag as soon as you saw it.
I did. I should have held it really to the all-time high, but I cheated it and I put it in. I'm pretty sure I put it in Harmony One and CHSB, and then ever since then, you know what it's like. Once you fall in the rabbit hole of crypto, you can't stop really. And
where did you buy? Because CHS, was that on Coinbase?
Oh no. So my mate told me to download Swissborg because, well, to be fair, I think it's one of the most user-friendly beginner sort of apps out there if you want to get into crypto. Highly recommend Swissborg, because also the only tokens they really have on there are sort of established projects. So, I mean, they've probably only got 60 tokens on them, but all of them have been vetted. Anyway, so I got into CHSB actually, and that pumped, and I was like, right, I really need to research this. And then I think then I downloaded Binance, and for some reason I assumed Harmony One was going to overtake Ethereum, so I went into that, and
Harmony
then
One.
obviously that didn't. Do you remember Harmony One? It's still a thing. They had a massive hack from their bridge. I think they were making a Bitcoin bridge, a massive hack, and I honestly haven't heard anything since. But I mean, they're obviously building still.
That's what I've heard it from. I now I think Harmony One hack. Yeah. So I didn't know that. What? So were they like a layer one or something?
Oh yeah, big time. They they had a massive team. Yes, the token is one. People called, and then the project's just called Harmony. But gosh, I haven't looked at that in a while. But like it, what were they planning? Yeah, I mean they're just their own chain, and I don't know if they ever how high they went up the charts, but they did go on a massive climb when the bull run was in full force. But yeah, no, they had that hack and things like that. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's sort of how I ended up into crypto, and you know what it's like once you're suddenly doing altcoins, then you don't stop. Then it's shitcoins.
Definitely. And you mentioned already that you heard about Cult through VEMP, but what made you stick around in Cult?
Yeah, I mean, so I wasn't ballsy enough to get in the Cult pre-sale when everyone was talking about it. Just because I think I had the mindset of, right, there's no founder, well, I'm not getting in. And then obviously it didn't get in, and then the whole world was talking about it. I was like, should probably get in. Anyway, so ever since then, I've stayed within the community, and I don't know. There's just something about the combination of the tokenomics of cults, the fact that over time it's only actually it was your machinations video. I remember watching that and thinking, hang on, there is something here that I've not heard of before. So that was one of the main reasons I was like, I need to start acquiring as much cult as possible. And then once you start getting involved in the ecosystem, it's just constant chat in the Discord and Telegram, and you actually make actual mates in the cult community. And and obviously a lot of people in the VEMP community as well, also part of it. And yeah, I've just ended up sticking, and a lot of my a lot of my following is from cult, to be honest, on Twitter, and a lot of my TA I've done around cult, and thankfully with this recent pump, the TA's been been accurate. But yeah.
Well, is it still? I haven't checked the charts, but I bought some more cult this morning actually. I bought,
I sort of want to talk to you about that, because from what I hear, Vitalik kept half of his bag of cult.
Yeah, I mean that seems bullish. I mean that's what I actually bought this morning. So doesn't my camera keeps on like focusing in and out? I don't know what it is. It keeps going and making me like a smudge. So yeah, so this morning I saw on Twitter that he'd sold, that he was selling all of his tokens, and I saw that he had sold cult as some of it. God, that thing is really getting on my nerves, my camera, but this is just my OCD. Let's see if I stay centered.
That's a lot better. That's better.
But yeah, so I saw that he dumped 3 tokens. So I aped into the one that I immediately saw was the lowest market cap. I can't remember what it's called, Mog maybe, or so it's like literally a zero tax meme token. It's a dog, and it was 156k, and so I immediately shared it into my group, and if you're lucky enough to be in the group, you would have seen not into the VEMP group. This is a separate group. This is my priv. Only a few members get into this. So
when public, when group,
when invite. To be fair, I keep getting messaged on both Telegram and Twitter saying can you start a Signals group? And I just can't be asked. At the moment, a lot of people, when I share something, I know I've got a lot of conviction in it, especially on Telegram. So people often do buy it if I say that I have, and I always say not financial advice and do your own research, but because I don't share them often, people do. But so I shared this one that he sold because I thought it was 156k market cap when he sold it, and I thought Vitalik is giving more attention to that, more attention than negative. So I think it's well worth it, and it went 5x already.
Look at that.
And I think Colt originally did dip, then it got bought back up, and then it dipped again. I think it's on the way back up. But yeah, it's interesting because I saw Mr. O tweet about this, that he sold of the 3 tokens, 2 of them. The first one was like this like Schick or something it was called, but anyway, absolutely rugged that, like 380 Ethereum. But wrapped Ethereum is what he sold it for, which is interesting.
Okay. Can you explain that to the people listening? Why would that be different? Just because?
Well, wrapped Ethereum is just an ERC20 version of Ethereum, and then he sold 100% of the Schick one in 3 clips for wrapped Ethereum. Then he sold 50% of the cult, and he sold the 3 clips of the other one at within 10 minutes. Then he sold 50% of cult but for actual Ethereum. And then he moved on to this low cap one and sold that for 1.3 wrapped Ethereum all in one clip. So there's two differences there. One is the actual token. So he picked wrapped Ethereum. Then for Cult, he picked normal Ethereum, only did 50% and then moved on, which is strange.
That is strange. So the amount he kept behind, like, how close would he be to a guardian still? Is he like, could he have kept that for, potential guardianship or?
I don't know. Last I looked, and I haven't checked recently, Guardian was over 12 billion. And I think it actually went up to like 12.5.
Oh, heck. Maybe, was it 10 billion he sold from memory?
Yeah, so it's still got 10 billion left. And yeah, guardianship token threshold, 12.4 billion.
That's exciting.
But I've seen someone say like that he worked out like to the decimal point, like keeping exactly 10 billion. I don't really know necessarily. I haven't looked into how that worked because it depends, I guess, because like I don't know how much he had originally.
But I had a look at the transaction on Etherscan, and am I right in saying, I don't know if you can explain this again, but like halfway down that page, it shows the split of where the cult disappears to, and the one at the top says something like almost $380 or something worth of cult went somewhere else. And would that be the 0.4 tax? So would that be Vitalik supplying the treasury with $380? Is that right?
Yeah, but I saw somebody speculate that essentially he wouldn't have just like clicked max. He would have actually like worked out how to keep 10 billion exactly. So I'm not sure that is correct or not. I'm just going onto the thing now to go onto.
Either way, that sounds good. If he he actually thought about it, because hasn't he actually tweeted about cult before, vaguely in like a reply once?
Twice, I think. Twice he's replied. One with an image of like somebody asked him to do this AI generator image of what happens when he types in Cult Guardian, and he did it. And then before that, he told the cult community to go back to 2021. But
right.
Looking here, yeah. So there's two transactions. One is the treasury, and one is this other one. So I'm wondering because it's worked out that. So the actual sale here. So let's go on to the sale here. Because there's 39684,446 cult, which is 370.34, but that is part of. So is that the 9?
Well, yeah. So you're trying to work out. Did he can't have done the calculation where he thought, well, if this gas would have cost this amount of cult to then.
Well, it isn't necessarily that the. So I guess that. Well, yeah, because I guess the difference is, did he click? How much did he have before? If somebody knows that, then we can see if it was. Because if he just clicked max, and if the max equals 10 billion plus the sell plus the tax, then we know he just clicked max and then he removed the one and just sold what else was there. But if it doesn't, then
I'm with you. Actually, I just remembered I've seen people on Twitter talking about, I can't remember his name, but the dude who did the what was it, the mathematic manifesto, that guy. He
Cos.
I remember he was, that's the dude. He was tweeting about the fact that people keep sending like 0.1 cult to him to like make sure it's like always the right round number. I swear this was a thing a while ago where people were just sending it, because obviously he was an original guardian, so he had a certain amount, like you, but he, because he's obviously a public account, public figure, his, I swear people have always been sending him like random, like, you know, just one cult here and all this stuff, and then it's just people's OCD go off on one.
Yeah, I'm checking here. So what's the actual thing here? So if I add together, if I add the treasury to the Uniswap and also there, then it comes to 992.11.11.512.78. And it'd be interesting to see, there's got to be a screenshot somewhere of what he had before. Because I'm interested to know if he had just a 1 in front of this number. Surely it must have been.
I see what you mean. Well, that's something for Twitter then, isn't it? We'll have to...
Yeah, get Coin Theory account
tweeting about that then.
I've seen people say, I mean, to me, I would presume that he just clicked the max button and then just remove the 1. But if people have evidence otherwise, then do it.
Yeah. The fact that he had a, thought behind cult, that's a fact. Like when he was selling, he actually thought about what he was doing. That's pretty bullish.
And he thought to only sell half. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. I mean, obviously, it's a difficult one because you don't want to big it up too much that he only sold half, because it could purely be it. The fact that it's not wrapped Ethereum and normal Ethereum is strange.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and then also only 50%. It makes it seem like it can't be a coincidence because it was a different token that he swapped it for, and it was only 50%. But obviously, if you say he's only sold 50%, how bullish?
Yeah.
Then he could turn around and just fucking dump it all, and then
he could do. But I think with the amount of support the cult community gave ETH Denver, I wouldn't be surprised if he knew that and would feel bad suddenly dumping that. I don't know.
I guess he could I guess he might have sold half of it and then realized and thought why do I know this token?
Yes.
And if he did then check, he would have seen that they were sponsoring ETH Denver. But I guess he wouldn't want to buy it back because that would be his endorsement, which he doesn't want to give. I mean, it could be that he sold half, thought, why do I know this token? Saw that they were sponsoring ETH Denver and realized, oh shit, actually, I won't sell the other half. I mean, it could be that. There's a couple of things that would make sense. But
that makes sense
unless he addresses it. But it's hard to say because you don't want to. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't want to just. I wouldn't want to keep tagging him, asking him why, in case it was a genuine. In case it was a mistake that he only sold half. Either he made a mistake by selling half and realized actually I don't want to sell all of it, or the mistake was he meant to sell all of it, he just forgot. But how can you forget that? Surely he would still, I don't know. But we can speculate all day long. We need to
speculate all day. But there we go. There's Twitter for that.
Into his head. But tell us about Ragdow.
Yeah, so Ragdow's combination of R, A, and G, which is me, Beefy, and Stuggy. We've got, as well, obviously, Wall Street Bets Man involved. We've got a group chat going where we've got a lot of ideas, but a lot of our ideas, we want to implement the DAO on Modulus chain, but we've got a lot of ideas, whether it's an NFT collection, but whatever we want to do, we want it to involve cult, TRG, and R, if that makes sense. So, because there's no point buying a token to, for example, if we had something that was constantly buying R and burning it, that's not great. Also, all that's doing is sort of increasing the market cap, I guess, at the end of the day. But like, we want volume, and we need. I think my maths is right here, but yeah, if you keep buying and burning R, the market cap will go up, and then once you do get volume for that letter, you won't get as many points. Whereas if you had the whole supply, then you can, which is what someone obviously has done this morning, where so the volume still today. Let's have a look at R. Okay, it's $1,000 right now, the volume, and it's gone from last to fourth or something now.
Jesus.
2. So
no, I think it's fourth to last. As in, like, there's 3 behind it.
Yeah, okay, there's 3 behind it, is there? Well, it was last, and now it's overtaken 3. We're in only $1,000 worth of volume, whilst the others still, E-Star doesn't. Let's FUD E-Star while we're here, shall we? E-Star's, well, look at that. It's got coming soon, E-Star. I'm guessing that means no one's bought it. Yeah, no one's bought it. Wow, what a shame, Goo God. What a shame.
See. Maybe no one's buying it because it's pamping, bro.
Where is he? I'm going to get a DM now.
Where is he in the comments? Usually he likes to be in here. Tell you what, I swear to God, he sent me a voice note one day, literally saying, like, basically he said he was a bear because he listens to me and I make everyone bearish, but he capitulated as a bear, and this is usually the sign of a top. And you had it, actually, funnily enough, you had a lot of stock market bears that I follow. A lot of them had capitulated as a bear, and that means that they have decided that they are no longer bearish and that they are, in fact, now bullish, or at least bullish short term. And I saw a lot of this on Twitter over the past week on stocks. And it was insane because a lot of people were bullish at 4,200. But then we dropped, and we got to 4.0. We got 3,950, which is a 200-day moving average. And we bounced up above that, and we got above like 4,040. And that was the point where everybody flipped bullish, because we bounced off the moving average. So short term, everyone thought we're going to revisit 4,200. We still might, but right now we're down. Jesus, the 2-year yield is nearly at 5%. Last time it was at 5%. Last time it was here was, I think it was, we might even be above 2007 levels now. We might even be back to .com, but now we're at 4,009.
That's crazy. I've literally just looked at the S&P, and I haven't honestly looked at that for a while, but that's dropped off a cliff in recent days.
Well, that's because Jerome Powell is speaking right now, and the US 10-year yield is almost at 4%. But there we go. Conscious. I'm going to spew all my macro too early. I've got macro Mondays after this.
Fair enough.
I don't want to give away too much, but before we wrap up, do you want to give us the letters you love and the letters that you thud, and then give us your 1-minute elevator pitch?
Yeah, sure. So I guess in terms of FUD, I mean, I'm going to have to do E-Star just because we were very close behind it, and now we've managed to obviously overtake it. We've got VEMP God, Goo God in our chat trying to shill E-Star, and also he was trying to get us to join E-Star, but yeah, I go in the E-Star chat and he's completely blocked me. I can't talk, which is well, there we go. I'm just putting that out there. Just throwing a bit of shade. I know the cheek of it. So yeah, for that reason, I'm going to have to FUD E-Star. And I mean, it looks like people are anyway, because it's had no volume for the last day. In terms of also, while I'm at it, I'm guessing M's winning. Is that right? Which is your one?
No. So I had to cheat on M to prove a point by making G-Star the winner by dumping the shit out of it, and then basically because it was losing, everyone sold it. So I wash traded it into first place, and it remains there. So I did
Fair
do
enough.
the same with M, but I've basically I picked M at the bottom. M was losing, so I picked M, got M to the top, beat T, and then I wanted to prove that it's very easy, in fact, if people band together and get some Ethereum together, to wash trade like the bottom token to success. So
Fair enough.
I
see. That's what you did. But yeah, I'll have my quick elevator pitch. But yeah, I want you to all also join in with A and G, Ragdown. We're all aligned. Whether one of us gets rugged, we'll all join the other communities. So at least us three letters will stay strong for quite a while. But yeah, please all join R. Obviously, if you want more information on R, head over to my Twitter, the Twitter of Wall Street Bets chairman of crypto, Vincent himself. And yeah, to be honest though, if you haven't joined the TheRugGame, just pick a letter, because at the end of the day, it does help Cult. Like, we all want Cult to be a multi-billion-dollar project, and TRG will help. Exactly, will help. So get us to those levels. So pick a letter. If you haven't picked a letter, pick R. But yeah, very quickly before you wrap up, what is I lost count on the deadline for the rugs. What, how long left?
I think there was a tweet today, to be honest. So I think that today is the last day officially, but basically there's a Chainlink process where Chainlink have to actually like acknowledge the transaction. So it can take a few days extra, basically.
Oh, literally. So it could be today, tomorrow, or the next day. This week, essentially, we'll have the rug potentially.
Yes, I believe so. As long as everything is correct. Can you imagine if it wasn't?
Exciting.
But yeah, it should be in the next few days. So who knows? Maybe there's still time for some sneaky tricks. But yeah, thanks for joining. As I say to anyone watching, I will be on Macro Mondays with Jake again in 1 hour's time, 55 minutes time, and we'll be chatting about Vitalik, the markets, and everything. So I'll see you all there, and thanks for joining, Mr. Coin, and we'll see you next time, everyone.
Thank you for having me, guys. Cheers. Have a good one.
See you later.